Hi, my name is Adams, and today I will narrate a story of a boy who learned the things the hard way. Subscribe to my channel. Read the instructions. Let's continue. Once upon a time, in a small village nestled amidst rolling green hills, there lived a mischievous young boy named Oliver. He possessed an unruly spirit and an insatiable curiosity that often led him down the path of trouble. Oliver had a reputation that preceded him. His mischievous acts were legendary. From switching the salt and sugar in the kitchen to setting loose the farm animals, he kept both his family and the neighbors on their toes. Every day seemed like an adventure fueled by his boundless energy. One sunny afternoon, Oliver's antics escalated to a whole new level. He sneaked into the village fair, which had set up in the town square. The market stalls were filled with colorful trinkets, mouth-watering treats, and games of all sorts. It was a carnival of excitement and joy. Oliver's eyes gleamed with mischief as he spotted the dunk tank. He couldn't resist the temptation to intervene. Climbing onto the platform, he secretly tampered with the target, making it nearly impossible to hit it and dunk him into the cold water below. As the fairgoers lined up to test their aim, Oliver watched with glee. One by one, they picked up baseballs and took their shots, missing the target every time. The crowd grew frustrated, unaware of Oliver's mischievous interventions. He hid behind a nearby tent, giggling uncontrollably. Just when Oliver thought he had successfully outsmarted everyone, he noticed a weary old man named Mr. Johnson making his way towards the dunk tank. Mr. Johnson was known for his unerring accuracy, and his calm demeanor never wavered, no matter the situation. Oliver's mischievous heart skipped a beat. He nervously watched as Mr. Johnson picked up a baseball, his eyes focusing intently on the target. With a flick of his wrist, he threw the ball, striking the tampered target with absolute precision. The crowd erupted in cheers as Oliver plunged into the water, completely soaked. Sputtering and coughing, Oliver emerged from the dunk tank with a mix of embarrassment and admiration for the old man's skill. Mr. Johnson walked over with a warm smile, offering a gentle reminder that pranks and tricks might bring momentary pleasure, but they also have consequences. From that day forward, Oliver's mischievous nature took a new direction. He realized the importance of using his energy and curiosity for positive purposes, learning and exploring the world in a way that brought joy to himself and others. And so young Oliver transformed from a naughty boy to a spirited adventurer, channeling his mischievousness into creative endeavors that brought happiness and laughter to his village. His playful nature became a source of inspiration, reminding everyone that with the right intentions, even the naughtiest of hearts can find their way to greatness.
Once upon a time, in a small village, nestled amidst rolling green hills, there lived a mischievous young boy named Oliver. Once upon a time, in a small village, nestled amidst rolling green hills, there lived a mischievous young boy named Oliver. He possessed an unruly spirit and an unsatiable curiosity that often led him down the path of trouble. He possessed an unruly spirit and an unsatiable curiosity that often led him down the path of trouble. Oliver had a reputation that preceded him. His mischievous acts were legendary. Oliver had a reputation that preceded him. His mischievous acts were legendary. From switching the salt and sugar in the kitchen to setting loose the farm animals, he kept both his family and the neighbors on their toes. From switching the salt and sugar in the kitchen to setting loose the farm animals, he kept both his family and the neighbors on their toes. From switching the salt and sugar in the kitchen to setting loose the farm animals, he kept both his family and the neighbors on their toes. Every day seemed like an adventure, fueled by his boundless energy. Every day seemed like an adventure, fueled by his boundless energy. One sunny afternoon, Oliver's antics escalated to a whole new level. One sunny afternoon, Oliver's antics escalated to a whole new level. He sneaked into the village fair, which had set up in the town square. He sneaked into the village fair, which had set up in the town square. The market stalls were filled with colorful trinkets, mouth-watering treats, and games of all sorts. The market stalls were filled with colorful trinkets, mouth-watering treats, and games of all sorts. It was a carnival of excitement and joy. It was a carnival of excitement and joy. Oliver's eyes gleamed with mischief as he spotted the dunk tank. Oliver's eyes gleamed with mischief as he spotted the dunk tank. He couldn't resist the temptation to intervene. He couldn't resist the temptation to intervene. Climbing onto the platform, he secretly tampered with the target, making it nearly impossible to hit it and dunk him into the cold water below. Climbing onto the platform, he secretly tampered with the target, making it nearly impossible to hit it and dunk him into the cold water below. As the fair-goers lined up to test their aim, Oliver watched with glee. As the fair-goers lined up to test their aim, Oliver watched with glee. One by one, they picked up baseballs and took their shots, missing the target every time. One by one, they picked up baseballs and took their shots, missing the target every time. The crowd grew, frustrated, unaware of Oliver's mischievous interventions. The crowd grew, frustrated, unaware of Oliver's mischievous interventions. He hid behind a nearby tent, giggling uncontrollably. He hid behind a nearby tent, giggling uncontrollably. Just when Oliver thought he had successfully outsmarted everyone, he noticed a very old man named Mr. Johnson making his way towards the dunk tank. Just when Oliver thought he had successfully outsmarted everyone, he noticed a very old man named Mr. Johnson making his way towards the dunk tank. Mr. Johnson was known for his unerring accuracy and his calm demeanor, never wavered, no matter the situation. Mr. Johnson was known for his unerring accuracy and his calm demeanor, never wavered, no matter the situation. Oliver's mischievous heart skipped a beat. Oliver's mischievous heart skipped a beat. He nervously watched as Mr. Johnson picked up a baseball, his eyes focusing intently on the target. He nervously watched as Mr. Johnson picked up a baseball, his eyes focusing intently on the target. With a flick of his wrist, he threw the ball, striking the tempered target with absolute precision. With a flick of his wrist, he threw the ball, striking the tempered target with absolute precision. The crowd erupted in cheers as Oliver plunged into the water, completely soaked. The crowd erupted in cheers as Oliver plunged into the water, completely soaked. Sputtering and coughing, Oliver emerged from the dunk tank with a mix of embarrassment and admiration for the old man's skill. Sputtering and coughing, Oliver emerged from the dunk tank with a mix of embarrassment and admiration for the old man's skill. Mr. Johnson walked over with a warm smile, offering a gentle reminder that pranks and tricks might bring momentary pleasure, but they also have consequences. Mr. Johnson walked over with a warm smile, offering a gentle reminder that pranks and tricks might bring momentary pleasure, but they also have consequences. From that day forward, Oliver's mischievous nature took a new direction. From that day forward, Oliver's mischievous nature took a new direction. He realized the importance of using his energy and curiosity for positive purposes, learning and exploring the world in a way that brought joy to himself and others. He realized the importance of using his energy and curiosity for positive purposes, learning and exploring the world in a way that brought joy to himself and others. And so young Oliver transformed from a naughty boy to a spirited adventurer, channeling his mischievousness into a creative endeavors that brought happiness and laughter to his village. And so young Oliver transformed from a naughty boy to a spirited adventurer, channeling his mischievousness into a creative endeavors that brought happiness and laughter to his village. His playful nature became a source of inspiration, reminding everyone that with the right intentions, even the naughtiest of hearts can find their way to greatness. His playful nature became a source of inspiration, reminding everyone that with the right intentions, even the naughtiest of hearts can find their way to greatness.